What up guys, I'm Talis and we're back with another how to slice. If you're a fan of gaming and sports, this video is for you. So let's go. So this is the soccer player celebration. As you can see, this is a really nice model to support your controller. So in this video, we're going to be checking out the best print settings to print it. So let's go. So as you can see, let's just analyze this model before we slice. So I have sliced right here before we change any configurations. I do recommend slicing because this is a really nice way to see where the model are not supported, if it's gonna need to paint on support or not. So this is a really nice tip. So as you can see by slicing, you'll see that we got some regions right here. So it doesn't really need support. In blue, we can see the regions that are a quite steep overhang and Bruiser Slicer is warning us. So as you can see under the ear, we got some. We do not need any support because all of these angles your printer can print quite fine. These blue areas are a little steep, but you're not gonna have any problems while printing this model because it's already optimized for printing. Just in some parts like this one, you could be painting on support. For in this video, I'm not gonna be doing this because this model is optimized for printing. But let's go back to the print configuration so we can be taking a look. So first off, in layer height, we're gonna be decreasing this value to around 0.18 to get a better quality print. It's gonna take more time, but we're gonna get a better quality. So this is quite nice. As for vertical shells, we're gonna be leaving at 3 just so we can get a really rigid model and the model is not gonna break while you're using it. So while supporting the controller, or let's say sometimes you can hit the model accidentally and it's not gonna break. As for infill, we're gonna be increasing to 15% in gyroid. Gyroid's a really nice infill pattern. For skirt and brim, this model doesn't need any brim. It's got a decent contact with the build plate, so we do not need any brim. We got over here the base and the model itself. So as for support material, we do not need any support material. You can be painting if you have, let's say, some your printer is not really good with some overhangs. I would do recommend printing on support. So you can just select generate support material. Over here, select organic, which is a quite nice support type. Go over here to top interference layers and reduce to 2 so it's easier to remove. And going over here to paint, you will be able to paint where the regions of highlight overhang. So as you can see, in the ear is a spot that can be compromised with a little bit of that support right here as we saw before, and in this region right here, which we saw before slicing. But there are not too many regions that really need support. This is kind of a way to make sure if your printer doesn't have a good overhang or stability. By doing this, you make sure you got a really nice support and a good quality print. As for speed right here, we do not need to reduce the speed because this is a really big model and it doesn't have too many tiny details or anything like that. So we do not need to reduce any of the speed. Just on small parameters, I would recommend to reduce to around 55. Just make sure that on small parts, we reduce the speed and get a better quality print. So this is quite nice. Let's just slice to take a look. So as you can see, we have slice and it's going to take 1 day, 3 hours and 4 minutes. As you can see, we're going to get a really nice quality print with really a lot of details. As you can see, we have added support just to make sure we got a good quality print. It's not needed, but if you have a printer that's not too much stable or it doesn't do really good with overhangs, this is going to save a little bit of the models in this region. As you can see, if you go to speed, you'll see that it reduces a little bit of the speed on small parameters. This is going to make sure we get a better quality print. So this is quite nice. Grab a really nice filament that you have laying around and print this model. As for the base, it's quite simple. You can be printing with the same print settings that I have shown you before. Just over here in support material, you can untoggle this, but this is quite nice. And after, you can be assembling the soccer player on top of the base. So the models are ready to print. Make sure you check out stlflix.com for more models like this one, and I'll see you in another one.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STLflix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.